Hello everyone and welcome back to another brand new Motogp 24 crib. Now today we are off to Assen, the Cathedral of Motogp, and I was coming into this round looking forward to it. A lot of long corners, high speed corners, and was expecting a good weekend. I felt like the KTM in the good long corners is pretty good. I really can make the difference there. Unfortunately, when we got into the race weekend, turned out to be another one of those race weekends. It's just another one of those weekends where I don't feel good from the start, and as we get into the weekend we build and build. It looks like we're doing quite well here as we go P2 at the start of the session, but unfortunately as we jump another few minutes in the kind of damp drying conditions, lots of issues. Again, cannot get on well with this game really. It's just some massive issues with the physics, and unfortunately my KTM wasn't making it any easier for me. So as we get to the last couple of minutes, I did my best impression of Hector Barber and got a nice tow for myself to see can I get myself into the Q2 session directly, because I didn't fancy myself to be able to pull a fast lap out if I had to. So at this point, when I made it through sector 1 so close to the current P1, I was really looking forward to it, just trying to complete this lap as fast as possible. You can see I'm taking so much risk on the inside curb in these very damp conditions now, but they're drying up. In middle sector we are half a tenth under, so we're on a brilliant lap and cut to the end here, and thankfully we go P2. So it's overall, actually sorry, we go P1, my apologies, my brain has let me down there, but we are top of the practice session on Friday. And just left this clip in here just to show how much we lose and drive. So Peck in front of me on the first laps in qualifying, and yeah, look at him, he just buggered off from me, so that's what I'm kind of putting up with. And Aston is track that I'm historically quite good at. High speed commitment corners, as I like to call them, is really what I would rather be quite strong and confident at. And unfortunately we cut to the end of the session and it's going to be P9 at the end of the session, but we end up qualifying P10. So it's been one of the worst kind of Fridays / Saturday mornings for a long time. Time for the sprint. So for the sprint we're starting of course on the third row of the grid. I'm hoping that just because it will be in a bit of a pack that we might have a better race than the rest of the weekend has been so far. I feel a bit better when someone's in front of me. But this track is all about high speed commitment and putting the bike where you want to put it. I can't. And how many times I've cut across the grass on the inside of a corner, or I've turned in so far, like so late, that I've gone out onto the outside white line. So just the inconsistencies of the game are still getting me. I think this is going to be an issue really for the whole of this life cycle of this game. Is just that it just isn't consistent for me. One lap it feels different, one lap it does a different thing. I've tried making the most aggressive setup in the world to make the bike feel a bit more agile, and maybe that's causing some of the issues, but even when it's on stock it just feels lazy, so it doesn't feel any better, but we're going to stick with it anyway. Again, hoping that the sprint being behind other bikes might just keep me in some sort of speed. Okay, we're starting further down than we usually do, which is not good. Oh, I remember now they're slow off the line here for some reason. On the outside of Mark. Alright, good start. There's wide. Be cheeky. I'm going to be cheeky. He's going to turn on to me though. He's not going to give me any space. I had to pick the bike up there because if I didn't, I was going to crash because he was just going to turn in like I wasn't there. Now we go for something similar, Marty. No, unfortunately not. Look at the way they got out of that corner. Trying so hard just to even stick with these guys. Good run through this chicane. Martin's deep. Just about, but he blocks me off. Oh, he's wide there. Up into P2. We have to get after Pecco. Have to get after him, trying to stick with him. I know there's a couple of corners where DI will do that to me and basically turn underneath me. What was that curb? How did the curb like side shuffle me? Look at the run I'm after getting through and over it, so. Thankfully Pecco's wide through. I'm shook, but what was that bloody curb? It just put me out onto the outside of the track for no reason. Oh, look at that. Just bike did not turn. Thankfully that was only one warning. That's so stupid. All weekend long, stuff like that's happening where turn the bike in, it just pings up and goes straight. Good in this first sector. Unfortunately, not really a passing place though, but it does get us close for lunge into Strubben, but unfortunately it's never really an option against these guys. Somehow we have the fastest lap, and would you believe that? It's about 3/10 faster than our qualifying lap. So, big shock. We're actually catching Echo in front. They are making a lot of mistakes for being so fast. They are missing a lot of apexes, which has really been the difference. I'm staying on the race line for most of the racetrack where they're not in a lot of places. It's allowing me to catch up. Just noticed, Bastianini has gotten Martin, so it doesn't look like it's one of Martin's strongest weekends, which is good, which means we need to capitalise and we need to beat Pecco. Simple as really. If we have any hope of winning this title, we need to get the points when they're there. I lose so much time I feel out of that tight little hairpin. Ultimate lap, and to be honest, I'm kind of sticking with Pecco. We're now one warning away. There's everything you need to know. I'm over my limit really trying to stay with him. It doesn't look like there's going to be any chance of an overtake. And now the fact that as well, if I get another warning, it's a penalty, that I need to be extra careful. Better out there that time. Alright, it's the last lap. We need to somehow get ahead of him. Spring a move in here. Almost crashed. Was good out of there though. He likes to run in hot here. Not as much this time. Too much of a slide there, I think it might have cost me. So got him to the last sector. Is he going to make the same mistake every lap? He is wide, but it's not an overtaking spot from that distance back. I think we seem to be glad with P2 after such bad qualifying. So I got 3/10 faster than my qualifying time, I believe. So that's the main thing for me. Miller somehow going subsonic late in the race there. Martin ends up P3 after a crash with Bastianini through the fast lefts. Not too sure where exactly that happened. Didn't really notice it at the time. It was just one of those things where it happened and I kind of noticed it afterwards. But yeah, decent. Again, I feel okay when I have some front just to use as a guide marker. But God, if I had to lead, I'd be in big trouble. So unfortunately for the main race, it's wet. I didn't foresee it being this sort of conditions. It's heavy rain, and I didn't feel very good in the heavy rain on Friday, so I'm not really looking forward to this one. But I hope once again that I can maybe get away clean, get a good launch, and get away at the front guys. I was really hoping it would be dry, and hopefully we could have repeated our sprint performance, kind of getting up into P2, and then maybe have another few laps at Pecco for a win. Try to take more points off Martin, but no, in these conditions, I really don't fancy taking points off Martin. Yeah, let's see what we can do here in the wet. Oh, very good launch again. I would have contemplated me and Mark. Unfortunate. We're probably going to get a warning for that. Martin's wide, doesn't have a wetsuit on. We're going to leave him out of the way. I have very little front end feeling. That might have cost me multiple positions. I'm going to lunge back at him. Yeah, we got a warning. I'll take that. Takes a very wide line, Martin. Like already trying to get his head down and escape to do his double. Oh, Pekka was lost in front immediately. I was just going to say that I was 0 front end feeling. He was a touch wide. He was doing that a lot in the sprint. But in the way, can't really escape that. So now somehow on the opening lap here we lead. And I just don't have any front end feeling. Perfect example. We've rejoined. But Mark is the one battling me. Mark Martin is somewhere there. Mark is doing everything, including riding through me. Nice of him. Again, look, I just have nothing on the front. It is crazy. Because of Martin. No, actually, it's probably not a bad thing having Mark as leading. As I try to ride through him again. Just gives me someone to kind of maybe just get an eye in on at the moment. Because I'm really struggling at the moment. These wet conditions. Here comes Martin. Back into P2 for now. Just realised the reason why I have no front end feel. And slight setup issue. I have the wrong brakes in. I don't have the brakes for these conditions in. I forgot to put them in when I realised it was raining. So I still have the discs in from yesterday, which would not be ideal for these conditions. So I'm not getting any front brake temp, which means I have no front end feeling or brake performance, which is annoying. I seem to be getting good drive though. Something I'm going to have to try and capitalise on. Try and use the strengths of my bike when I have one massive weakness at the moment. Fastest lap of the race to me, 140.6. So being tucked up behind Mark is definitely helping. We lose the front there a small bit. Just need to stick with him now. See if he can pull me along, pull me away from Martin. And even if later on in the race we have to settle for second, I'll take that once we just finish ahead of Martin. Got to this point in the championship now where can't afford to be giving Martin any more points. Gap is big enough, so if we could do a double this weekend over Martin, not even get a win, just get 2 results over him. After basically having a terrible weekend up until the sprint, I will be very happy with my day's work. Comes Jorge Martin, he's gone very wide though. Bit of a lunge from him, but we'll take it. Keep again. Gonna come through again, I'd imagine. We're going to try and roll across the front of him though. Just to keep the position. My front end feeling, or lack of, it's going to make it very hard to overtake if it came to it. Or got forced onto the curb there, and that's left Martin through, which is not good. Been a bit of a worrying lap, can't admit. Martin setting the fast lap, overtaking me, closing on Mark, because of me just not having any sort of speed. And yeah, that's very close on the brakes. Sector though, there are weird lines in sector 1 have let me back onto the back of Martin for now anyway. But at this point in the race, 6 laps in, doesn't look very good that we can beat Martin. He looks very fast in these conditions. Taking the fastest lap back, but still don't have P2 back, which is unfortunate. But we're much closer this time into 1. If he leaves a bit of a gap at 2, we're going to go for it like that once again. That puts us right back now with Mark. We did get a second warning, but we're over half race distance out, so if we can keep this schedule up, we'll be okay in terms of warnings. Gene shows us a wheel, but not able to get alongside me, thankfully. Not fully anyway. Mark, a bit of a bobble there on the brakes. We got a fabulous exit in the wet. Alright, just want to go for the lead, but in fairness, he just throws it across him. And, oh, he's very slow in corner there. The track might be slanting to dry a bit, as we're getting a bit more corner speed now. Here's what Mark is a demon on the brakes, so it's going to be near impossible to overtake him. It's wide again, and we're back into the lead for the first time. Are we? No, Marcus leans on us, but at the outside rider, he is going to be just edged out, I'd imagine. Fortunately, we got a warning there, considering we don't even look like we've gotten the position. No, we haven't. Again, great run up the straight. Just not much to be able to get into this part here in the Veen Slang. Whole race has been a massive yo-yo. I drop back, I go forward, I go back, I go forward. Mark goes forward, he goes back, Jorge goes back. I don't know which one of the three of us is going to win it, but at the moment we have a chance again to take the lead. Again, Mark just tips in. And again, I'm going to be the one left on the inside, which will turn outside in a second. I'll be aggressive and throw it across him this time. No, he's just parked the bike nicely. Gonna focus on my exit though. Good exit, but just don't think I have the run to get him into the next right. No. Every time we go a little bit side by side, it brings Jorge Martin right back into it. Up 10 now of 13. Don't have much time left in this one. I really want to win. I just think that points will be critical come late in the season. There's going to be weekends where Jorge Martin will be pretty much unbeatable. Wide for Marquez, can we capitalise? No, unfortunately not. Not given any good opportunities to overtake. So once again, we've got another warning in that last chicane. One of those unfortunate ones, but we've gained it right onto the back of Mark now. I have to try and make this move stick. He's going to fight around the outside. We've played this game many times. He's coming in again. He somehow managed to go around the outside. Shows the issues I'm having. Wait for the first time to switch to the inside. Does he pick up? He doesn't. He just leans into the corner. Small bit of contact. My run was compromised though. But we just hold on for now. First time overtaking Mark pretty much all race since he's gotten ahead of me. Oh, we're wide. Without our little toe, we're wide. Oh, it's Jorge Martin now. Not good news for me. Just need to somehow defend for the next lap in a bit. He's just turned underneath me. You'd love to see it. He's very fast through here. But we're going to go for the aggressive move up the inside here. Release the brake. Run a little bit hot. Pick him up to the curb. Not the cleanest of racing, but I have no choice, I'm afraid. Good run out of there. It's somehow Vignales now. Crazy last lap. Need one good clean lap. Sector 1 is where we need to build our time. Not much of a margin as it stands. Great run out of there. Before I need a KTM hooks up. Touch wide. What can help us through here? Just double right here. Once we don't get driven underneath again, that should be it. Just need to be pretty much not slow through here now. Because Vinales, he's very fast, always through this sector. Very deep into the chicane, and it's P1 in the rain. Up the line, we've done it. Martin third as well. You can see there, 39.9, my fast slap was a lot quicker than pretty much everyone around me. Marcus ends up fourth after leading the whole race, which is a bit unfortunate for him, but I'm really happy to manage to get the win and have Jorge Martin down in P3. So it's not a huge margin, but we've taken a nice chunk of points off him this weekend. And again, the way I was feeling earlier in the week, just so glad we managed to get a second in the sprint and a race win in the main one. So we are now up to the Superstar rating as well, just enough XP to get up. So we are, I think Legend, I'd imagine, is the top one. So Superstar is second top at the moment, which is good. Again, lots of RP gained from a very good weekend. Now, if we look at the championship standings, we are only 31 points back. If you look at Pecco, another chunk of points back for me. I'm another race soon back to him, if not more. So 31 points is doable. We need weekends again like this where we take massive points off him. Like I said, I guarantee there will be race weekends where I will not be able to touch Jorge Martin. So I just don't feel I can get the bike working from Friday and work into the weekend in a good way. I usually get to the sprint not having a good weekend, and then I pull it back in the sprint, and then the main race goes a bit better. If we could just get out of that, if we could start the weekend off real comfortable and fast, I definitely feel like I could go toe to toe on him in the sprint and in the main race. But we are going to leave it there for now. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in a future Motogp episode in the not so distant future. Thanks for watching. Slán go fóill.